Hello and welcome to Helping Entrepreneurs Win. My name's Helen Williams and I'd like to introduce you to the HEW success system to help you win whatever your current situation and whatever your goals. So why I created the HEW success system, which forms part of the Money Equation, the digital book, is because I wanted to offer a first-hand account and experience of my experiences so far to date. For as long as I remember, I've always had a passion for being my own boss and always knew that one day I would become a business owner. What this looked like and how I would achieve it, I had absolutely no idea. I had grown up with the understanding that money had to be earned and that we must value whatever we have. But I was also led to believe that there's always a possibility that if you work hard enough and you thought differently, that you could create money and indeed wealth into your life. So in I jumped. I took the leap of faith following a property seminar that I attended in London along with my partner. I knew that this is the path that had my calling into me being my own boss. So with that, I want to document my own obstacles and challenges that I face to help you learn, to provide understanding to you when you're in the same situation as I once was. I want to be able to provide a support platform for you and provide motivation to ensure your momentum so that you don't ever give up on your goals and visions. So the outcomes then through the HEW success system will provide you with clarity, personal confidence, and improved mindset. Okay, we'll look at the evaluation of your current situation. We'll go through new ideas and thought generation, which will help form a clear strategy for you moving forward. We'll ensure that we've got all your goals set, short-term, mid-term, long-term, and give you some sense of direction. We'll dispel any myths that you may have around entrepreneurship and form some form of realization for yourself, which in turn will lead you to empowerment. We'll work with weekly accountability. We'll get you on a work-life balance as much as we can. People still debate whether this is still able to happen and have this balance, but I can show you how we can achieve this for you. We'll look into your skills and sales and negotiation capabilities and do some coaching around that. We'll manage your time management framework. You'll have a new health and fitness program. We'll avoid costly mistakes for you. We'll look at money and wealth management and get you on a good sense of momentum and, more importantly, sustainability of all your hard work. So consistently identified problems found from research and found from speaking with other entrepreneurs that have started in their journeys or that are already in their journeys of what they have come across in terms of sticking points and obstacles formed for them have come in the form of valuing your time. How do you put value on your time and your self-worth? Breaking through the fear of unknown. So this is the transition from your job and corporate world into entrepreneurship and becoming a business owner. Okay. Understanding of expectations and what it actually takes to be successful. Other identified problems are procrastination, lack of accountability and not having an accountability partner or support network, the appreciation of mindset and how this helps you win. People are afraid of making or being fearful of costly mistakes, and the lack of balance that I've just spoke about, which can be ultimately detrimental to your health, but we'll for more on that later. So client benefits and results from working with the HEW success system come in the form of confidence, routine, systems and processes. With the routine, we employ a fitness regime in there, which leads to healthier habits and healthier living. We form good practice around time management and scheduling, consistent action and application, which then provides focus and clarity on what it is that you're doing day in and day out to work towards your goals. So an introduction to me and to HEW. So a little bit about me then is, I want to just go back a little bit in history. So when I was a little girl, I used to ask my mum to drive down the streets with all the big detached houses, large sweeping driveways, and really awesome cars parked out on the driveway. We literally would go as slow as physically possible on the street so that I could gaze out of the window and through the wrought iron gates and gazing into these driveways and amazing houses. I would always get very excited and tell my mum and my nan, who was often with us if we were at the coast, God bless her, that I was going to own houses like these one day. And I have several of them all over the country. My nan's response to this was, but how on earth are you going to get to them all and be able to live in them all? So the smart answer as a kid, obviously, was that I would respond with, well, I'll just have a helicopter then to get around them all. So fast forward a few years later and combine this with my very conscious and intriguing interest in health, fitness and well-being. I don't quite have the large mansion style houses, but I do now own a number of properties throughout the UK. So my passion for houses and property has continued. I don't necessarily live in all of them as per my childhood vision, but I am providing houses for other people, which is equally as good. The reason I'm sharing this with you is really the purpose of this book, and the presentation that I'm sharing with you today is the purpose behind the money equation. It's to follow your dreams, follow your passions and your visions, and have the confidence, the skill set and the mindset to really go for what it is that you want in life and create the balance that you desire for your life and your business that you want and that you deserve. I have a genuine passion for creating a situation of what it is you want. Not necessarily bending the rules per se, but making things happen for you without feeling that you need to fall into the rhythm of conformity and social expectations. I almost allowed conformity to prevent my childhood vision from coming to life. I struggled through my exams at school to ensure that just based on sheer determination of proving everyone else wrong, that I would pass my exams and I would go on to university, as I said I would do. But a bachelor's degree and a master's degree later, I fell into the trap of employment. I came out of university overqualified and underexperienced. So on from that, I went into a career background of sales and sales management. I'm now a property investor in the UK. I've got a network marketing business in Arbonne International, which is health and beauty. And I'm now a coach and mentor, helping individuals win with your entrepreneurial goals. My passions outside of work are fitness and well-being, with running, walking, yoga, Pilates, and generally being out in the great outdoors, being fit and healthy. Having a general consciousness with food, vitality, and mindfulness being fundamental behind all of this. I'm a huge foodie and like a complimentary glass of wine, of course, although I know this is a little bit hypocritical of me when I've just said how health conscious I am with food. And this has to happen outside of when I'm in training, for example. But things are a little bit different when it comes to wine. So aside from that, life itself, a business within life, and a balance of both really excite me. I drive for success every time. I show up and I make it count. I truly hope that you find the principles useful and applicable to help towards your own success. So why do clients work with me then? People come to me for results. They're looking for application in order to form their own results. They want to work with my vibrancy and high energy. And because I work on discipline behind health focus and fitness focus, this is what people are wanting to embody in their lives. People come to me for consistency and to drive their work ethic further. Okay, so the passion behind their work ethic is accelerated to a whole new level. But what is it that you're most afraid of? We've all been there. Some of us are already have overcome some of these fears, and that's okay. There are others that we will experience further down the line. But just to highlight some of the fears and the things that people are most afraid of getting into the entrepreneurial world or currently in that situation, is a fear of the unknown. So that's a leap of faith that I was talking about, that I moved from a corporate career into becoming a property investor. So that transition is key, but it also comes with a lot of unknown and uncertainties. The fear of failure. And on the other hand of that is the fear of success. These are things that we don't know how we will deal with. Failure or success. What will people think on both parts, which leads directly into other people's opinions. Other people's opinions can affect us at every single form and every single part of our journey, or prior to our journey, in order to, is that preventing us from where we want to go? Competition and experience also come up high on the list. Valuation of time, once again, self-worth. How do we value our own time? Your lack of confidence or lack of skills. Keeping the momentum. People are afraid of, are they going to be able to keep it up? Are they going to be able to keep the energy up? Okay. Funds and finance, a massive fear for some. And then lack of support from those around you. So what this fear then leads to is a whole range of other problems. Sorry for being negative on this and highlighting the problematic issues that we come across, but it's important for us to highlight these so that we can see a clear path on how we eliminate them, how we can put systems in place to avoid them, and how we then lead on to success. So fear then leads to false expectations, unrealistic expectations, procrastination, self-doubt. You start questioning yourself. Uncertainty and confusion, ineffective communications and poor decisions leads often onto people-pleasing, being a yes person or blagging your way through a situation. Lack of consistency, lack of focus, overwhelm. It becomes very, very overwhelming if we've not got that clarity and that focus moving forward. This then, with overwhelm, leads people into considering quitting on their dreams and their visions and their business plans. Or it leads people into being allured by the shiny penny syndrome, We all are approached by new initiatives, new business structures, new investment opportunities each and every day. If we have not got the clarity and the focus and the discipline to keep ourselves on track on our initial business plan, this can often be where people sway and they flit from one thing to another. And this is what we need to avoid. So I've identified 8 main problematic areas that I'm going to be focusing on. Okay, so problem number 1, putting value on your time through cash flow. So the typical categories of time and value traps are making your boss rich, loving your job but feeling like you're trading your time for money, and then being your own business slave. So taking each one in turn, then making your boss rich, not feeling like you're earning your worth, trading far too much time for money and missing out on the things that you really, really want from life. Are you tired of making your boss rich when you're convinced that you can run your own business and reap the benefits for yourself and your own family? These thoughts often lead to resentment, being demotivated and unfocused on the job. You may feel constant lethargy and strong feelings of low self-worth. Do you often find yourself sitting at your desk or in your workplace with the desire and longing of making your own visions come to fruition and escape the current situation that you're currently in? The daily commute may be becoming a grind. There's also the added insult to injury when your salary packet comes through at the end of the week or the month. For the work you have done, you may feel that you're poorly recognised financially. Once the tax has been deducted from this, you're practically left with a balance that's just covering your mortgage or your rent and the bills. And for what? For being away from your home and your family for 10 to 12 hours a day, leaving the house grumpy and returning even more drained and unfulfilled than you were when you first left in that morning. A job is often referred to in the acronym as just over broke. And for many individuals, this might be yourself, you find yourselves in a never-ending spiral of discontent from your working lives and environments. Or maybe you come into the second category. You're living your job, but you're still trading your time for money. You're a diligent, focused employee that loves what you do, but still cannot comprehend the number of hours that you dictate to your job. And you ask yourself, is this really it? You maybe have reached a certain height within your corporate career, but with it comes more responsibility, more demands, increasing workloads, and you may often find that you're bringing some of this work home in order to complete on an evening or a weekend just to ensure that you're hitting the deadlines. Again, this is encroaching into more of your home life than ever anticipated, and more than what you feel is fair for the amount that you're being paid. So on to the final scenario of being your own business slave. So being an existing owner can be just as problematic if you're a slave to your business. And by that, I mean that you're working in your business and not on it. You can end up creating another job for yourself, which requires more from you than you ever put in from your boss and whatever you thought was possible. That is not the position that we want you to be in. This is not the vision that you had, so let's not make it your reality. Problem number 2, the unknown. So breaking through into the unknown, the transitioning into the world of entrepreneurship. Indecision and uncertainty of transitioning into the entrepreneurial world are often dictated by fear. And this fear is the unknown. Okay, so it's unfamiliar territory. It goes against the grain of almost everything and everyone around us in our social, family, and professional circle. Everything that we've known, everything that we've ever been taught or conditioned into thinking is now being questioned. It's being questioned by our very own mind as we search for a better way of providing income and security to ourselves and our families. You may be finding yourself in a constant battle between the feeling of excitement when you envision your future on a different and more controlled path, and that of complete questioning of your sanity to break out of your comfort zone of your current job. These are the familiar surroundings and the people and the processes that you may have known for a number of years. And more importantly, that familiar paycheck in our salaries that pays for the mortgage, the rent, the family car, the annual holidays, the ski trip with friends, whatever it may be. You then have the pressure of other people's opinions affecting you. Okay, if you're lacking from support from friends and family members because they don't understand what it is that you're trying to achieve, or questioning you on why you even want to risk this, this can be hugely detrimental to your confidence and stop you from driving your passion and your vision forward. Self-limiting beliefs creep in. It's human nature to respond to external influences with self-limiting beliefs. This is a crucial point for you to recognise amongst your environments and to be able to work on controlling your internalised belief system and dispelling external negativity that is there to derail you at any given time. There is truth around Jim Rohn's quote, which you may have heard before: you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to start thinking critically around the company that you keep and who you spend the most of your time with. Start taking note of who, when, where, and how this affects you. If this critiquing exercise is contributing very little to your aspirations and your business plans, then you need to change some things up. Excuse me. Problem number 3, false expectations. So setting your expectations. Often found with new business owners, investors, and entrepreneurs, there can appear to be a false sense of time frame and expectations of how quickly and how easily can it be to achieve success. Do not be sold into any get-rich-quick schemes, okay? And do not put any of your own blinkers into your equation of how quickly you can achieve your success in something and how you can achieve in comparison with other people. Keep on track for you. Okay, as a society, we are now programmed into having everything instantaneously, and that things should fall into our laps with very little effort, very little investment, and very little courage to drive anything forward towards a sought-out result. It's our job together as a mentor and student to ensure that you have realistic time frames set to you as an individual, not as a sweeping generalisation. I work directly with you on this to tie together everything that connects your current situation, your strengths, your time availability to the application of new strategies and practices, as well as your own short, mid and long-term goals as mentioned. A clear path mapped out for you with educational goals and precise execution of your entire journey will avoid you being in such territory of false expectations. Problem number 4, procrastination. How to kill procrastination and drive success by having an accountability partner. If you're literally just starting out, the chances are that you're in one of 2 camps. So you're either in education and training, so therefore you're close to the fire of your particular institution, or you're completely flying solo on this and do not have any particular guidance around you. Alternatively, you're already on the path of entrepreneurship, where there can be limited accountability and guidance available to you because you're on the longer process of the journey. It's on this longer process and this longer road that we often find ourselves the most lonely. The initial excitement is slowly fading, and the accountability from any courses that you may have been on previously have long passed. So then you're left with your textbooks, your pile of notes, and a tested frame of mind. Excuse me. This leaves investors and business owners creating self-doubt on whether they are doing the right thing, particularly if you're on a slower journey to what was first anticipated. Again, going back to the generalized expectation as per the previous slide. Individuals, ourselves, we all require, naturally, personal recognition, guidance, and progress checks to keep us on path. Without it, we can often feel lost and uncertain, and then most likely, we're going to go back into the known certainty of our comfort zone, rather than pursue further challenges into the unknown. Being someone who has taken that transitional decision and who has had the initial passion to drive in my own success, but I've still hit brick walls along the way. I've still faced challenges. I take such pride in seeing the transformation in you reborn from reassurance, suggestion, and guidance, and as reminders to why you first started or why you first want to start. It's a simple matter of beginning the journey correctly and or not being ashamed by holding your hand up. There's no embarrassment to be had to hold your hand up if you need a little guidance in getting the wheels moving again and overcome the temporary blip that you may be experiencing. Problem number 5, mindset. Okay, so this is where we can help you win in all areas of your life with creating a daily mindset workout. So many entrepreneurs can fail by not having a strong mindset to begin with. I find this repeatedly something to work on from the beginning of a journey. For your mental, physical, and emotional preparation, you must be prepared to have this need for mindset development during your journey. You will basically fail at some point without it. You will fail because you're not aligned with what you need to be aligned with, which is your own values and your own integral levels of importance for you as a person, and this aligned with your business. You'll find yourself easily influenced and not applying the decisions or thought processes that you had for a situation. Before you know it, you'll be spiraling out of control. The truth is, without your mindset being identified and conquered to a new level of preparation, you won't be strong enough to take on what is about to challenge you. Being passionate about your idea is not enough. Being educated about your specific industry is not enough. And having completed your first year of business, if this is you, is still not enough. Mindset is very powerful, and it underpins everything from slides 1 to 5 so far. So it's essential to spend the right level of time, effort, and support on mastering yours to achieve your desired levels of success into your daily life. Problem number 6, skill set. Building the one skill that will increase your revenue and profits. So what is the one skill that will increase your revenue and profits? This is the art of sales and negotiation. The skill set and excellence in the area of sales and negotiation are often skill sets that many entrepreneurs do not possess. This leads to a phenomenal amount of uncertainty around the subject. We are so afraid of sales and negotiation in our own businesses. Even if you have been exposed to sales previously, you'll probably be lacking confidence in selling yourself and selling your own business as opposed to your corporate brand, company, or product. Mindset gets you so far, which is pretty damn far, but this alone isn't enough. This needs to be combined with the right skill sets for an absolute winning combo. Sales is a people business and people buy from people. We all know that, right? But as a business owner, you need to be that person that others want to do business with. That people choose to buy into you for your product and service. It must be because of you that the rapport between you and the trust bond is created. Every business requires some degree of sales and negotiation, some more than others, granted, but essentially this is a skill set that as business owners and entrepreneurs should all focus on for gaining excellence within. We should not outsource this point of our business. The ability to sell is certainly a skill born from confidence. The takeaway here, therefore, is that anyone can learn the skills required to ensure you succeed in sales, to ensure that you succeed with your negotiations, and that you have the ensured competitive edge in the execution of your business. Problem number 7, making costly mistakes. So the hard lessons then in business. How do we avoid making costly mistakes? With first-hand experience of property investing and managing refurb projects, I appreciate how easy it is to find yourself facing costly mistakes. This can also be true from other businesses and industries where generic pitfalls happen around trusting in the wrong team or the wrong investment, and these can cost you big. So costly mistakes then lead to distaste very, very quickly and can develop into insurmountable loss of faith in the process and the development of your business practice. Many businesses do fail at this stage due to the lack of capital to substantiate the costs or losses from this hard lesson. Inexperience in yourself can mean that others try and take advantage of you. You may not foresee some of the potential delays and the need for contingencies. It's also common to underestimate on time and budget for completions. That said, you don't know what you don't know. The key here is to learn from someone else's mistakes and not to document your own. These shortfalls are known due to these mistakes being made in the first place, so that repetitions of recurrence can be avoided. So don't try and reinvent the wheel. Know the process, trust it, and stick to it. Problem number 8, lack of balance. The balance debate continues. Can we really have it all? How do we get to love to do what we do? How do we stay healthy, make money, and still spend time with the people that matter? So being dedicated to your business and entrepreneurial path will no doubt mean a sacrifice of some sort. That is 100% going to happen. There will be sacrifice. This can be time spent with friends, with family, time dedicated to your fitness or hobbies, and this can lead to feelings of resentment, loneliness, exclusion, and distancing from your loved ones. All these feelings that you experience then in turn contribute to questioning your choice of path, and it forms an unprecedented amount of guilt within you. A strong mindset, the right expectations, the correct and trustworthy power team, and a strong alignment to your goals and your areas of importance will collectively determine the schedule for you being a productive and fulfilled entrepreneur. It takes time. It takes ample amount of patience, but it is not by any means impossible. This is why it's so crucial for you to start off correctly, so that you don't fumble yourself through this path, which costs yourself time, it costs yourself resources, and then you realise further down into this journey that you've reached a sticking point. Together, we create your master plan. We follow the steps and we help you win. These are some examples from some of my client results and some of the messages that I've received following people working with me and applying the HEW success system. So energy is flying, fit to bursting. Every time I see you, I want to do more, to be focused, to succeed in realising my dreams. I've landed 2 large accounts since my return, all because of the new me. Thanks for today. I feel like I have my mojo back. I'm so happy and relaxed, and next year is the fit and healthy me. So what are your next steps then? Are you going to take action, or are you going to continue to struggle with your obstacles? Following making a decision from a successful corporate career in London, as I have mentioned, into the world of entrepreneurship, I am in a position of strength to show you exactly what it takes. I work with you personally to help shape your own expectations, as well as strengthen and expand your skill set and your mindset. All of this combined will provide you with the correct tools and preparation for you to achieve your goals. You, as with many other business owners and entrepreneurs, can engage with my energy and ensure that we work together through direct guidance to ensure that you are on the correct path to success. We'll overcome all of your challenges and obstacles that you're experiencing right now or will be about to experience upon your journey. So I want to leave you with one last question. If you don't take action and deal with your obstacles and problems as what we have just identified right now, what will it mean to you? Where will this leave you? Step up and take the action that you and your business deserve. Thank you for listening. My name's Helen Williams, and I hope that you've enjoyed the HEW success system as part of the money equation.